Hi, it's Lisa, and thank you for joining me. I am starting a new project, and it's exciting for me. I am doing a design project for Sweet Pea Curiosities, and if you've never found them, of course, she's available on Etsy, but she does a lot of Instagram posts as well. And she just really has some lovely, lovely kits that were honestly very hard to choose from to decide what I wanted to use to make a project. But I had this piece in the back of my mind, and I've been dying to find the right papers and colors to go with this, and she had a kit that just sang to me for it. So I'm going to use this beautiful piece on the cover, and it is embroidered with some very silky thread. It might be silk thread. I'm not 100% certain, but it's gorgeous. So I'll be using this lovely piece and these fabrics throughout the journal. So there's that. I think I'll leave these out here so you can see how well the papers are going to go with this. Let's put it like this so you can see a little better. There we go. Because of course, the whole piece isn't going to fit. That'd be a ginormous journal. All right, so let's look at the papers that we're going to be using in this journal. This kit that I'm using as the main piece of the journal is called Vintage Blue, again from Sweet Pea Curiosities. Here it is down here. And this is what the kit looks like. I printed the papers out on coffee dyed paper for this journal, but I wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like when you print it just on white paper. This paper that I've printed it on, let me think here and feel the weight. This is Red River paper. I'm pretty sure I printed this off on, is this the 26? No, this is the heavier 32 stock. 32-pound stack. So that's what it looks like in the white, on the white paper. Like I said, I printed it off on coffee dye because I thought it just really went with these really well. I love the colors and the images on here. So let's get this out of the way. These are the belly bands. And I may, for some things, just use these. I've got an idea. Like I said, this kit just kind of sang to me. Here's some tags. I love these images. Some pockets and some little stamps. And let me see if I need to bring the camera down a bit for you. There. Now I think you can see a little better. But here's what that looks like. And then some postcards and some grungy paper. Love that. Here's a large pocket. Here are some bookmarks. I may or may not use them as bookmarks. Look at this butterfly. This little bird is so sweet. So there's some super fun things to play with. Look at these stamps. Just love it. There's some other little tags that you can use. I could even see using this on a glassine bag. Some journal cards. Some corner tucks. Whoops. Corner pockets, she calls it. But look at the papers. Ugh. Screams yummy. And look at how it goes with these fabrics. You guys, this is going to be, if it comes out like what's in my head, it's going to be gorgeous. I can't wait. I'm really excited about this project. So pretty. So pretty. These were my misprints, but you know me, I'm not wasting the paper. So that's the main part of the journal is Vintage Blue. We've got that one. And then the other kit that I got that I'm going to kind of spatter in throughout the journal is called her embroidery and sewing kit. And here's what this one looks like. Isn't that pretty? Oh, like I said, I had such a hard time. Go out to her Etsy. She's got beautiful, beautiful kits. Look at these tags. Really fun. Her bookmarks. Again, look at my printer. I was having such a time with it. I'll be so glad when I can get a new printer. Belly bands. Envelope. Here's another envelope. And another envelope. And some beautiful postcards. Yummy. So that one is embroidery sewing. That will be found in this journal too. Of course, I get on camera and I have a frog in my throat. She also had these sewing stamps, and I thought some of these with the embroidery images would be really fun to use, but oh my gosh, she's got the cutest little fashion ones. Here, I'll get to the bigger ones so you can see these like little button card ones. Oh, look at this one, just adorable. Can you see it all coming together like what's in my head? I cannot wait to play with these. It's gonna be fun. So that one is sewing stamps. There's another sewing ephemera one that I got. This one is words and quotes. And I thought this would be really good in making some of the ephemera. I guess these are the same. The printer and I must have had a disagreement again. But look at how fun these are. People spend the day sun worshiping and the evenings dancing. Love that. But there's some really cool ones on here. These will be fun to play with. So fun. So fun. So yes, go out to her site and see what you find for yourself. And if you want to follow along with me and craft along, I don't know that I will do for this journal the whole thing on camera. In fact, I know I won't, because I want to get it done within a certain period of time. So I probably won't be able to complete it all on camera. But I'm going to just start by playing and just kind of getting the feel of the journal and making some of the pieces to get me going. I always, when I'm working on a particular journal so I can remember what I'm working with and who it's from, I put the Post-it right in front of my face. Otherwise, I forget. So I'm just going to make some tags and some of the pockets to get me going, so that we can get to playing and having fun. So the charms that I made in the last video, I'm going to be using those on the edges of some of the pages too. So I'm wanting this to be, where's my card? Kind of a slightly grungy, but not uber grungy, lace drippy, dangle page edge drippy journal. Is that a good description? That's what's in my head. That's how I can best describe it. I hope you have had some time to craft today. Do I want to keep that. Might sound weird to some of you, but when you're doing collage, oh, sometimes that can make the coolest stuff. Don't throw away your cool stuff. So these will just make some bases for pockets and tabs. Tags, not tabs. Did you know what I meant? We had a beautiful day here. Beautiful, beautiful fall day. My husband and I went for a walk after supper. And a lovely walk, a visit with a neighbor. So, life is good. We saw some deer. That was fun. I need to get walking more often. If he's not home, I tend to get lazy. I don't like to walk by myself. I get bored. Even if I take one of the dogs with me, it's just kind of, can't get into it. Where's my... I wanted this little guy. I got myself this new little cutter a little while back. I don't know how I feel about it. I really find I have to hold this down. It's really pretty floppy in order for it to cut it straight. If I don't hold that down, it cuts it crooked. So I don't know if the Tim Holtz one is better or not. Oops, see there, I didn't hold on to it and it kind of went wonky on me. Okay. All right, let's say that these are going to be, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Let's make these into some pockets just to get my brain rolling. Can you hear my brain rolling? Think what I want to do. Where are you? Oh my goodness, I'm having such a hard time grabbing a hold of the paper today. There. Oh, that made it seem like a chore. I've been anxious to use this one. Just use my tear ruler and cut the edges off, and then we can see this is already collaged so nicely. It's not going to take a whole bunch of this. Oh, really? There we go. So pretty. And then I better watch out. I've got my iced tea here. That's an accident waiting to happen. So behind that, I think what I was looking for right by it, I have these flowers. I was just looking, I thought I had a blue one. Wonder if I can incorporate this. And I sure can. So I think what I will just do is kind of glue that down. Do I want to? It's a thought process. I'm probably overthinking it as usual. This over that, I think. Then just, actually, I'm just going to cut a smidge off of here because there's a little black line and I don't want that. Paper schnibbles everywhere. Okay. So, here's my glue book. I was over the weekend watching that series, The Handmaid's Tale. Golly, there's some upsetting stuff in there. Then I have dreams about it. But it's a series. I started the series and then I feel obligated. And I can't just not watch the series. So I had to give it a rest though for a while because, like I said, it seriously, it wasn't really giving me nightmares, but I was dreaming about it. And I'm not going to say what it's about because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who may be watching or thinking of watching it. It's on Hulu. It's where I'm watching it. And it's good. It's well written. I mean, it certainly is riveting. But if you get upset about things, it might not be the show for you. I think I'll just fold this over. Keep it simple. There it is. Perfect. Now, I want to add to this. Let me find it. These are the Roxy Creations butterflies. That would be pretty. I guess I do want it bigger. That's too dark. Too light. Is that too light? Yeah. Maybe I'm overthinking it, huh? Just gonna do one other check on some other butterflies I have. The other thing that I could add on here is a little bird, but I'm kind of liking the butterfly, so I'm not gonna. Don't overthink a good thing. This is my art glitter glue. That doesn't want to come out right now. Give it another whirl. Oh, much better. My dog is kind of snoring in the background. I wonder if you can hear her. It's getting to be that time of the night for them. I didn't fold that over real even. So I am going to end up trimming this off a smidge just to even it up. Otherwise, it's going to bug me. There we go. Better. Yeah, I like that. And then where's my, put a little divot in it. I like my, I don't always round the corners, but I prefer it that way. Woo! Just in case there's anybody new watching and you're wondering why I'm doing that. Just a personal preference. It really is not necessary. It's just something I like to do. And the reason why I'm inking and knocking this down a little bit is not just for the vintage factor, but because the other papers and the cover of the journal are a little more aged looking. So I want it all to tie together nicely. Cool, and I like that. Very nice. First pocket is done. Now we can make a tag to go in the pocket. But I don't know that I want it this size. Let's get these guys out of the way. A tag, she says. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want that size. Hold on. I'm wondering if this size book page will work a little better. Yup, that's a little more like what I'm looking for. Being picky, aren't I? There. These are just pages that are from a book that I tore apart, used the cover, and cut out pictures of birds from. So let's see. We're going to have to cut off some of this. Somebody, if you have that Tim Holtz little cutter, let me know if, I'm going to cut it down just a little bit, if it has the same issue where you have to really be mindful of holding this down. It just surprised me when I got it home and discovered that was kind of the deal with it. All right, so I want to use this. It says dill and rosemary on it. It's super cute. What else do I want to use on the tag? Let's keep using... this blue portion, I think, but I'm just looking to see. Ooh, I like this blue portion. That's what we're gonna do. I'm going to use this as the background. Get these guys out of the way. Tear off all my edges. My printer just prints with those edges. No matter how hard I've tried, I can't get it to go edge to edge of the paper. So I gave up. And it's not these kits, it just has something to do with how my printer is. I like to use, when I'm making a journal, I have made journals using just one kit, but I think I actually prefer using more than one that kind of coordinate. I think it's just a little more interesting. I'm just marking it so I know where I have to tear it. And then I moved it. Oh! Not gonna be pretty. Just love these papers. I love them. Okay, let's glue this fella on as our background. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I stamped off something I punched in here. My goodness, I've given this book a hard time. It's had a rough life. Dearly used, though. Nothing's going to waste. Okay. There we go. Little bits hanging off the edge I just wanted to clean up. So that's our background on this. And then maybe what we can do is, let me close this up before I have issues. Let's see what we find. I want to use, I was looking at these big labels the other day thinking I'm kind of letting them sit there and I'm not doing much with them. So what if I did something like that? What else is in here? I don't like that with it. Here's some. That wasn't what I thought it was. I think I kind of like that. So that's one element. And another element can be my birds. I'm big into using my birds lately too. Butterflies and birds. I'm on a kick. Let's see what we find in here today. It's always finding the right bird facing in the right direction. But I suppose I could go either way, so let's not be picky, Lisa. Well, he's kind of cute, isn't he? How would that be like this? He's kind of sitting on there. He's kind of a little small, though. I was hoping for something bigger. Well, he's a monstrous. We need something in between. It's got to be the right guy. Isn't that just the story of life? There's got to be the right guy. Like that, maybe? I'm not in love with him. Too purpley. Oh, this funny guy. I kind of like him. I kind of like them all, though, don't I? Ooh, look at you guys. He's like the cover. Like this. I think that's kind of a must. Yep, he's going to get his tail cut off. But I don't think he's going to mind. At least I'm going to tell myself that. He's not going to mind if I cut his tail off. Whew, got birds going everywhere. Okay, so we know we want these two elements, like so. Come on. Is that kind of cool if I ink it and I'll fussy tear it and ink it? I do kind of like it. Let's see what else I've got. I don't need a squirrel. Don't need a corset. I like to stamp off or stamp on scraps so that I've got them handy and at the ready. And I oftentimes forget or neglect my stamps. And this way I already have elements stamped out that I can just pull from. Oh yeah, let's ink around this. Why did I go all the way around if I'm not going to use the whole thing? I don't know. Just because that's what I did. I like that. That's just a sweet stamp. See, this bird came from a book. Do I know which book? Not offhand. Not offhand. I might put some Edith Holden in this journal too. Not sure. Got a million ideas as usual running around in my head, and that journal typically is only so big, and I oftentimes forget that. Okay. Now I want this. Underneath his feeties. Do I want it like this or like that? I want it like this, I think. There we go. I like that. Perfect. That's that's about all this needs. Nice. Nice, nice. I'm just going to wipe some of the glue off so that I can cut it. And then I think I'll use some lace at the top. Or do I want to? I think I do. Do I? Again, making things more difficult than I need be. And voila, we have ourselves a tag. And again, I'm weird about hard corners. I just like them rounded a little bit. And that makes me feel better. It's the simple things in life, really. Doesn't have to be a lot to make me happy. Just give me a good old rounded corner. And I'm a happy girl. Oh, isn't he cute? I love him. He looks terrific with the piece that I'll be using on the cover. We found him the perfect home. Okay, I'm gonna sew on some lace later, but let's pick out what I want here. This might be kind of cool at the top. Do I want it like that? What if I double side it? Like that. Would that be weird? This part would be cut off. I can cut it down to whatever height I want. Like I could make it like that. I kind of want to do that. Then when I get my sewing machine out, I like to try to pull everything together. Make all my pieces, put with it, I'm going to save that for collage, put with it the things that need to be sewn. And there you have it. I think Lisa would be smart about it. You can tell I'm getting tired. So if I cut a little off at the bottom and sew it on like this, I like that. So then where's my pocket? That's a delicious question. Here we go. So it will go in there like that. I like it. So these go together and we've got one piece already done for the journal, and I think we'll call it a video for today. You've had the opportunity to see the next project that I'm starting, and I'll keep plugging along through. I'll bring you along probably for some of the embellishments and things that I'll be making for the journal, and we're off and running, I guess. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to the new subscribers that have been coming on and joining the Junk Journal Gems group. I really appreciate it. So if you wouldn't mind, click the thumbs up for the video. That helps other people to find my videos. And I'll see you again next time on Junk Journal Gems. Have a great day.